So I've been doing this 20 years, and you would think by now I would have it figured out to a T, but I don't know what gets into me sometimes. I just don't know. Maybe I just have a brain fart. So what happened was, it's Labor Day weekend. We're in a stretch of very, very hot, dry weather, like mid-90s. No rain in sight. Hadn't rained in a while. Of course, I've been pumping water to it. And I decided to aerate and overseed and dethatch very aggressively at probably the worst time I could have possibly done that. Now let's go back a couple of months when I went on vacation. And right before I went on vacation to the beach, I left for 7 or 8 days, and I saw 2 little tiny spots of Pythium starting. And I was lazy, and I was just ready to go. I was ready to get away. I was ready to go hang out with my family and chill and just get away from everything. So I said, screw it, I'll catch that when I get back. It can't get so bad. Well, when I come back, the Pythium had done a fairly good number on the front yard. It really didn't bother the back at all. It was just the front. Went on, got some fungicide down, got that nipped in the bud, got it stopped. With what I was dealing with, there wasn't any coming back to life. It had pretty much nuked a portion of the front yard. So me being the great and wise lawn care guru, I go out there, 95 degrees, middle of the day with my dethatcher, and I went over it like 4 or 5 times and just really raked it hard. I was trying to get that brown out. I wanted all the brown out. And then dummy me decided to aerate the front yard. I don't know, I went over it 7, 8, 9 times and just really ripped it to shreds. Well, that stressed the front yard out really bad. Lesson learned, that'll never happen again. I'll take the time to get the disease control down before I go, because it just, it literally would have took me 15 minutes to spray the front yard and be done with it, and I was just lazy. That's all it was. I was tired and lazy. Which leads me to, I've got a video I'm going to be giving to you before long. It's going to talk about some changes to the YouTube channel that is going to be happening here pretty soon. They're going to be pretty drastic changes. I'm tired. For 4 to 5 years now, since I've been online, I've been working 80 and 90 hours a week, and I'm over it. I just want to go over in detail with you and tell you about how that's been affecting me, and some things that I'm doing. So be looking for that video coming up pretty soon. Now, on a positive note, how did I fix it? Well, pretty simple. I went down with the protein starter, 15-22-10, and on that, I only have a little bit of that left. If you plan on using it, you better get it now. Like, go to the website right now and get it, because I won't be getting any more of it this year. I'll talk about the reasoning behind that in that video I'm going to make here pretty soon. Of course, the protein fertilizer is going to feed the turf, going to really give it a good shot of food to get it back going and reviving the front yard. The backyard didn't look too awful bad. There was a handful of spots here and there where I did dethatch, and wherever that dethatcher went is where the grass is stressed out. So you can see some of these streaks right here that are kind of yellowy, brownish looking. That's where I dethatched. And again, there's nothing wrong with dethatching or aeration. These are 2 wonderful things you can do to your yard. It's just the timing in which I did mine was terrible. I picked one of the hottest weekends of the year, one of the driest weekends of the year, and it bit me in the butt. After I got my starter down, went down with my GCI Turf Dactyl Fescue. For those of you who haven't heard the news, it is now a Blue Tag certified fescue, and we changed up the varieties. There are now 3 A-list varieties, so some people consider that best of the best. So moving forward, the GCI Turf Dactyl Fescue is a Blue Tag A-list Turf Dactyl Fescue. And of course, after you do all this, then you just want to water. Water enough to keep the seed moist. My particular situation, I'm watering 3 times a day, 7 minutes per zone, and I've got such good coverage out here. That's enough to keep mine moist, even though we're still in a super hot, dry time period. I know in the next couple of days we're supposed to taper off and cool down some. So I'm expecting germination any day now. And along with that cool down period we're getting ready to go through, the yard will pop right back to life. Aftercare is once the seed comes up, germinated, I get it up tall enough to mow it. I'll mow it 2 times, and then I'm going to go down with the GCI Turf 2000, which is some nitrogen, really going to push that growth, and I'm going to get it rocking and rolling again. Of course, I'll use a natural adjuvant with that. So that's my screw up. I told you about this because I don't want you to make the same mistake I did. Moving forward, I'm going to have a lot more available time. I'll be able to spend that time getting my yard back in shape, because after all, you guys watch me for the grass, so I need this thing looking as good as I can, and my time is just so limited that I've fallen very, very short of my expectations, and I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna change all that. As always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later.